Assalamu alaikum, greetings of peace. My name is Hafsa Siddiqui and I'm your host for YATA Talks Canada. Today our speaker is Brother Feras Marish, who's a community activist and works actively in the community. Thank you so much for being here today.
Pleasure.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, what you do in the community.
What I like to do with the community is I really like to work with youth. I've seen many of the challenges firsthand, so I've been really involved in school and outside of school. So I like to work with that a lot, especially helping Muslim youth strengthening their Muslim identity, understanding their Islam so they can comfortably live their deen in this multicultural society and be productive members of this society. And I also work with parents as well.
Okay, so you're like active, you're with parents, you're with youth, so that's very good. It's very nice to have you again. So the topic that we have today, it's about social equality in Islam, whether we have social equality. And just quickly, could you define what you think social equality is?
I think it's a big word. If we mean the equality in terms of rights of males and females, then definitely a big topic, greatly addressed in Islam. And we know that Islam is all about social, what we call social justice.
Yes.
Two main principles in Islam: social justice and development. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent us to earth to do these two things: develop earth and ensure social justice. So if that's what you're referring to,
Yes.
definitely social justice is something that we're focused on as Muslims.
So you already kind of noted that you believe strongly that Islam does at the moment have social
Absolutely.
equality, social justice. So my question to you is, if Islam has social equality, social justice, as the religion teaches us, is it true that Muslims, the people who follow the religion, follow the social equality that we are taught?
Good point. I really want to make something extremely clear as a disclaimer from the very beginning. Islam as a system
Yes.
and Muslims as followers of the system.
Yeah.
Two different things. The time that we're living in right now, unfortunately, you cannot judge Islam by Muslims. And it doesn't stop here. Any kind of system in the world, if you go look at the followers and look at the system itself, the procedures, the processes, the principles, you will find a difference. When the people stick and adhere to the system, that's when the system becomes at its peak, because it's being implemented properly. But when the people become ignorant in their systems, so they only hold the name of it, then there's a complete difference between the people that apply the system and the system itself. So I want to make this clear from the get-go. I'm talking about Islam as a system. Islam, the Islam that we know in the books, the Islam that was sent to Muhammad ﷺ, the Islam that was taught by Muhammad ﷺ. Unfortunately, we're not talking about what the practices of Muslims nowadays.
So you said there's a difference between the followers of the system and the genuine system. But if the followers are not following the system and it's becoming something very kind of flawed, does that not mean that there's a disconnect with giving the system to the followers?
Humans are creatures of variations. We vary. Our strength vary, our energy vary, everything varies. So you wake up full of energy, you want to do a simple task. You start off, you grab a book, you're very energetic and you're reading, 10 minutes later,
You're deflated.
right? So this is a human nature. So adhering to a system cannot be 100% perfect all the time due to too many reasons. So on an individual level, you will not be able to be perfect all the time or to be at the 100% energy level. But on a societal community level, you'll read through history, you'll see that Islam was adhered to in a much better sense, for example, a couple hundred years ago. And this is why the Muslim world or the Muslim countries were prosperous. They had scientists, they had productions, they had innovations. Nowadays, ignorance and so many other reasons push us away. Is it the problem with the system itself? It's human nature. And other factors that will help us either go closer to Islam or far away from Islam.
Well, thank you so much. I wish we had some more time. We only covered a bit of the topic, but thank you so much for being here.
Jazakumullah khair.
So thank you all for watching today. I'm your host, Hafsa Siddiqui. Today we talked about social justice and social equality. We hope to talk more on this topic. Leave your comments below, subscribe to us, leave your comments, and write to us on email. Thank you. I'm your host, Hafsa Siddiqui, and tune in next time.